Hey y'all, my name is Phoenix, and today we have another unboxing from Puzzlcrate. This is the July 2024 box, so let's go ahead and open it up and see what we got. Okay, I see two puzzles in there. What have we got? Oh, well, this one is... Oh, I know what this is. And then, what about this one? Ooh, this will be interesting. And then the cards. Alright, so it looks like what we got here is the Pyramix Duo limited edition. So I saw this on the Cubicle site and it's in transparent plastic, so that'll be interesting. And then we also have the 4-layer Pentahedron, which will be interesting. So this is one of the most playable puzzles out there. Made by QiYi, this limited edition clear plastic Pyramix Duo is a simple puzzle that is fun for all ages and skill levels. Due to the low number of pieces, it can often be solved without any strategy or algorithms. The clear plastic allows you to see the internal springs and metal balls that hold the puzzle in place after each turn. So cool! Whether you keep it on your desk or on display in your collection, we hope you enjoy this puzzle as much as we do. And then we also have the 4-layer Pentahedron. This puzzle is a recent release from ShengShou in their Pentahedron series. Unlike a normal cubic puzzle, the Pentahedron puzzles have 5 sides instead of 6 and can only be turned in 120 or 180 degree increments. This means that cuboid algorithms are used to solve the puzzle. If you're not familiar with cuboids, this is a great puzzle to get started with. If you're a cuboid expert, then this should be a fun and challenging refresher. Like most ShengShou puzzles, the turning is smooth and swishy. Scramble it up and give it a try. Okay, so that is very interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with the Pyramix Duo because it's going to be very easy to solve. It even comes with a little sticker right here, and I can even see that has an LE on the logo there to indicate that it is limited edition. And then even, funnily enough, comes with an instruction manual, but we aren't going to need that. So I'm just going to set that aside. And let's look at this. It's actually quite a bit heavier and bigger than I thought it would be. I actually don't have any Pyramix Duos in my collection, so this is a very interesting puzzle to have. So just checking out the turning. Turning is actually very good. So do the sledge, and we just switch around the centers a little bit. So this is going to be an extremely easy solve. I know this because I've seen a couple other YouTubers get their hands on one of these, and this puzzle can always be solved in 4 moves or less. So let's see if I can figure those 4 moves out. Okay, well that didn't take me 4 moves, that took me 6 moves. Let's do that one more time because that was very fast. Alright, we'll go with that, I guess. Let's just do it kind of normally. So we'll do something like that, and there we go. So yeah, it's extremely easy to solve, but it is actually a really neat little addition here, and I do like the clear plastic version. I'm not sure if I'm still gonna get the black plastic version because I did want to get that one at some point in the future. But yeah, this is really nice, and I think it's going to look great in my collection. So let's go ahead and move on. Actually, hold up, one more thing. So this is kind of the closest thing I have to a Pyramix Duo at the moment. I got this last year, but this is just called the Pyramix Diamond, and it basically just functions in the exact same way, except instead of being more so based on Pyramix, since this is an octahedron that turns on the corners, it actually functions very similar to just a normal 3x3. It's just these edges do not have any specific permutation or orientation, and the corners don't have orientation. Really, it's just a very easy 3x3 shape mod. But this is also really nice to have in the collection alongside. Yeah, and as you can see, you can definitely see the little springs in there. Kind of like another limited edition Meffert's Pyramix that I got. You can also see it through, you can also, you know what, I'll show that one too. So yeah, you can see the little metal balls in there, and then if you look closely, you can see right through there, and even in the tips, all the ball bearings, and it actually does a very good job at showing exactly how these puzzles work, which is very interesting to me. So now let's actually move on to the other puzzle, which is this, the 4-layer Pentahedron. So I saw this on the Cubicle site recently, and I was planning on getting it at some point. I didn't really plan on getting it today, But if there is one thing that I have a hunch about, there's a big old hair on this. Also, this thing is huge. My goodness. It also does come with an instruction booklet. Hopefully we won't need that, but I won't mind if we do. But I have a hunch that next month I could be, next month I could be getting my hands on the 5-layer Pentahedron, which will be very interesting. So checking out the turning. It's actually pretty smooth. Let's check this middle layer. Oh, the middle layer is actually kind of nice. And then same deal with this middle layer. So it can be solved just kind of like the normal 2x2 Pentahedron. So that'll be very interesting. But as for the rest of the solve, I'm not really sure exactly how this is going to go. Obviously this upper triangle and also the one on the yellow side is going to be very interesting. So let me actually get my other Pentahedrons. So you can kind of see a little bit of a progression in terms of the layers of the Pentahedrons. So this is the 2-layer one that I got last year in January, also out of Puzzlcrate, if you remember that. And then a month later, I got the 3-layer version. And here I am now, a year and a half after getting the 2-layer one, and now I have the 4-layer one, and now I could very well be getting the 5-layer one next month if I learned anything from last year. So yeah, this will be very interesting to solve. These two are pretty easy, but that's also because they don't necessarily have the center building or even like the edge pairing steps. So this could be very, very interesting to say the least, but it also looks like it might solve very similarly to another normal cuboid. So let's go ahead and scramble it up and make sure it's actually in frame, because I have a really bad habit of doing that. I'm not really sure exactly how to approach this. So I guess I'll just try and figure something out. Okay, so I think I can probably make that work. So all right, so the first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to get these centers done. I'm not sure about these. I'm not sure if these should be considered centers or something along those lines. I might just solve this like normal cuboid algorithms. But I'm gonna first try to get these centers, and I'm gonna do it kind of the same way that I would here on the FTO. I actually just got this, which is really nice. So yeah, I don't think there's any fixed centers, so let's go ahead and just, yeah, this should not be too difficult. So I wasn't exactly happy with that second part of the recording. When I was solving this, I ended up breaking down and having to use the instruction manual, and even then I messed up a whole bunch of things, and it just took forever, and so I have cut out that entire portion of the video. I've come back and I'm gonna go ahead and solve it for real this time without needing any help. I have memorized all the algorithms needed, so let's just go ahead and get started. So I'm gonna go ahead and start by building this red center, which can be very easily done. And now I need to check. So that is yellow, which means this needs to be green. And then I believe, if I remember this correctly, yep, I believe that is correct. So now we have all of our side centers, and then if we check here, is this still, yep, you can see that it's still white in there, so that's good. So now we're gonna wanna pair up these edges on the side. And it's a little bit tricky, but it's overall not too bad. And then we just gotta do that one more time. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and make sure that they're all aligned. So now we need to make sure that this is still correct. And I can see that that's yellow in there, so that is correct. And it looks like we already got some of our center in place, so that's especially good. And now all of our centers are done. Next up, we want to get to these edges paired, so we can do it just like that. And we're just gonna go ahead and progressively do that. I'm gonna do this whole thing in real time. since it is actually not too long of a solve. It's actually pretty quick compared to some of the others that I've done. I'm just going to go ahead and do that. And then I'm going to do this. It unfortunately does look like we're going to get that really annoying case where we have just a bunch of edges that need to be, where we have everything paired except 2. It's a really annoying case to get, and so, well, let's just deal with it, I guess. Wait, that's not the right one. It is this one. Okay, much better. So it doesn't, unfortunately, it doesn't look like you're gonna get away from that case. So I'm not sure if I should call this a parody, but it is annoying and it does have a very long algorithm. So yeah. Let me turn it back. Okay, so that should have everything paired now. So let's just go ahead and solve this middle layer, and then we can just use basic QiYi algorithms to solve the rest. So we're gonna do that. And then there we go, our bottom edges are solved, and now we're gonna go ahead and solve the bottom layer, it looks like, because it looks like our top layer is mostly done. And just gotta turn it like that. So once you really get down to learning it, it's actually not too hard of a solve, but it definitely took some thinking to do, and it was definitely a very fun solving experience. So back to the original recording of the video. Bye now. Bye, guys. Yeah, that is just about everything that we got in this crate. I really like the way this looks. This is gonna look really nice in my collection. And then this is a neat little fun challenge, so I think that should hopefully prepare me a little bit for the 5-layer Pentahedron, presumably next month, I believe, if last year taught me anything. So yeah, those are both very fun to solve. This one was easy, this one was difficult. But yeah, that is pretty much it for this unboxing. If you enjoyed this, then please be sure to leave a like, and if you want to see more from me in the future, then please consider hitting that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any new uploads. That will be it for me for this video. I will see you next time. Farewell.